in here?
Yeah, he was, he was saying that we have, he's like the regular season's not over for us. Our story will be a good one, and that just shows you how positive. He's always a positive thinker. Because there's always going to be some negative, quotes, statements, or whatnot, or just opinions, just trying to waver around. And right now, during this time, that's something that we don't need. So he was just saying to, hold our heads up, don't put our heads down. We still got a long way to go, but a couple of games more win to win. So it's just day by day right now.
Does today feel like a low point at all?
I mean, it's frustrating, disappointing. So it's a game that we wanted to win and needed to. So I'm not trying to be too negative and say it's a low point. More as I'm just use this as a stepping stool and going to that next game against Notre Dame.
How do you keep from letting it be kind of piling on that you're still wanting to fight and everything else, but you guys have done a lot of things trying to adjust and it hasn't quite worked. So how do you guys kind of stay, I guess, pushing the way you need to at the end of the schedule?
Just to stay afloat and not trying to keep beating ourselves up. It's a game of basketball. There's going to be adjustments made and mistakes happen. So the best thing we can do is not, during times like this, not beat ourselves up and be negative and have negative thoughts in our head. So that's where we're at right now.
Actually, what in your mind was the difference when the score was tied at 60 and State, just that first little spurt they had to make it 69-60? What was the difference with kind of the shots you guys were getting and what they were able to do to get ahead?
They got on transition, really pushed the ball, and they was able to get some buckets in the half-court set as well as out on a fast break. And I think ours was contested during that time. And just we probably just look at the film and see where when they made their run, what we did wrong, what we did right. So.
RJ, there was a lot of talk after the game Monday, and then when we talked when you had the press conference on Friday about some tweaks and adjustments made during the week to maybe how you guys approach things. What were some of those tweaks and adjustments that maybe we didn't see?
Our mindset, our mentality. I feel like we coming into this game we knew it was at stake. We know we're just trying to get a win. We're just trying to continue the battle. I think we our tweaks and kind of things we adjusted were just ball coverages, some offensive setups we made happen, set up. So just those little details and stuff. So obviously sometimes things don't go your way. I don't think we just made enough plays down the stretch when we needed to. So.
First thing you said was mindset. You guys have been in a lot of situations this year where you talked about tweaking the mindset. How many times can you go back and find new ways to try to tweak the mindset?
I think the best thing right now is just it's definitely a disappointing, frustrating time. But I feel like if you pile that on you and just continue to beat yourself up, then nothing is good to change. Nothing's going to happen. So I feel like right now it's just remaining positive, keeping our spirits up, holding each other, having each other's backs, and just supporting one another. I think right now that's our mindset right now going into each game and continue to play hard. I feel like the effort was there today, the enthusiasm, the energy. Just little execution here and there, but.
I asked you after Duke if you were surprised that you guys hadn't hit that next gear yet and stayed there. So it's 3 weeks later now. Are you surprised now that you guys still have not hit that next gear and stayed there?
I think we do a good job. I think our next step is for us is just to, when teams go on a run, is just keeping our composure and especially on the road, which is the hardest thing. The hardest, when teams go on runs, just to keep our composure, stay together. Get a stop, get a score, and then come back on the other end and just do that repetitively. So I think that would be the next step in gear, like you said.
Does it give you any solace that you've got these games on the schedule that can fix your resume and get you right where you want to be?
Yeah, I have 100% faith in hopefully this team that we could, finish out the regular season. And get to where we all dreamed of doing this past year. This upcoming year, with the expectations we had. So, I'm not giving up. I'm continuing to give my all each and every game, each and every practice. do. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the rest of the guys are going to do the same.
How much